Hey guys, how's it going? It's Kire here with another Raid Shadow Legends video. And in today's video, I want to talk about the new style of 10x event that is going live tomorrow. I want to break down what that event is, discuss if it's worth it to summon or not. Also, I want to discuss the events that are currently live in the game. Before we begin, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's get into it. So we get a 10x event chance for a lot of Sacred Order characters. So it's going to be Sacred Order specific, a lot of the good ones in Sacred Order. Sacred Order is really good faction. But I do want to start the video by saying that this is not going to increase the chances of pulling a legendary, of pulling an epic character. It's still going to say the same rates of, 8% for an Ancient Shard, 8% for a Void, 6% for a Sacred. But it's going to affect all the different shards, but for the 10x portion, but it's not going to actually increase your rates of pulling an epic or a legendary. So just be careful. Don't think that you have an increased chance of pulling a legendary or an epic because of this event. It's just once you actually trigger an epic or trigger a legendary, then you have a really good odds of getting a really good legendary or really good epic. So let's break down which characters specifically are for this event. The list here is, we have Frostbringer, Juliana, Talia, Aothar are going to be the epics. And then for the legendaries, it's going to be Venus, Cernic, Martyr, and Roshguard. All very good legendaries. And then most of these epics are solid to good. I would say none of these are going to be massive game changers if you're just starting out. Like I remember, the old meta, months and months ago when the game first came out, she was like top tier on many people's lists. As the game has progressed, as more characters come out, she's definitely fallen significantly in tier lists. So like just running through the characters, I'd say this is by far the worst character out of the 10x event, which is, Frostbringer. She's just like a mediocre champion. I would say the good ones, the ones you kind of want to pull, are probably Juliana and Talia. I've seen she seems very useful in like arena, very useful in dungeons and stuff. So just solid characters, but the big ones are going to be the legendaries, and legendaries are actually all pretty much game changers. Martyr is going to be probably the one that people want the most. She's obviously an amazing character, totally worth, if you get her, she's obviously going to change your account. Counter one of the best counter attackers between her and Valkyrie. Roshguard, I've been having a lot of success with him, getting into Plat Arena with him. He's still amazing, even though Rhodos ignores block damage. His A2 is actually what I've been using the most with him because it's unresistible. It's very clutch. If you can, block out people like Sifi, block out people like Duchess, it's just block out people like Rhodos, make it so he can't do his move that one-shot someone and makes them unrevivable. Like a very good champion. And also against a lot of people that still are using like Skull Crowns and stuff, or not using Rhodoses, the block damage buff is awesome for people like that. So still an amazing arena character, hasn't fallen off. Just the meta's progressed, and so luckily his kit is still pretty good with an unresistible A2. And then Venus, a massive game changer, super good character. Ever since I got her, it literally slotted her into pretty much everything. I would say the one character that outperforms her that's kind of similar is Madame Ceres in arena, but in any other scenario, I would say Venus, is just a massive game changer. Obviously, awesome for clan boss, awesome in all dungeons. It turned my spider team into like a 20-second farm because of her. She's just super good character. Hopefully, if you guys do decide to pull, hopefully you get her. And also, Cernic is an amazing character as well. Nothing really needs to be said about that. He's like probably one of the absolute best, like jack of all trades style character that can be used in a whole bunch of different, pretty much every phase of the game. Amazing in arena, amazing in all phases of content. With that, we got the characters out of the way. Obviously good characters. This is probably the best 10x event, but should you pull shards? And my answer to that is no. I think 2x events are still way better. I think these characters are still good. If you do the math on this, I'm not going to run the numbers or anything, but still the odds of you actually pulling something is still very low. And even if you do happen to pull a legendary, because in my opinion, the epics are really, if you're new to the game, the epics are good, but there's still significantly better epics in all categories out of all four of those characters. And one of them is just not a good character. So I don't like the epics. Don't like that it's not increasing the chances. I think for an event like this, even though it's 10x, even though they're finally getting away from just one 10x, they're doing a lot of good characters, especially legendaries. It's still not worth it unless they do a 2x rate event with it. like with it, or that would just be crazy if they actually did that. But the 2x events are always going to be the better events. Doesn't matter if they throw one champion or in this case like 10 champions. Still think the 2x events are the way to go. That's my opinion on it. If you guys are going to pull, I mean, as a content creator, I mean, if there's some deals or something like that, maybe I'll do it, but it's not. I don't think it's an efficient thing to do. I think if I had shards saved, I would definitely keep saving them for an actual 2x event. Lastly, I wanted to talk about the events. I just kind of want to give credit what credit is due. It seems like they've been upping the quality of the events. We've gotten 2 champion training events in like back to back in the same time frame. I think that's pretty cool. Not combined with a fusion or something like that. It's just truly just 2 champion training events. I think that's pretty cool. It's just nice that they're doing that. Also, I really love that they combined. This is probably my favorite thing, is that they combined an artifact enhancement event with a spider tournament, because spider's the best place to get silver. Artifact enhancement events take a ton of silver, so I think it's really nice of them to combine the two. One flaw of it, though, that I was kind of bummed out about was that they kind of these top end rewards usually for spider events, from my experience, is usually a 5-star chicken. This time they kind of skimped out a little bit with the two 4-star chickens. So bummer there. Other than that, being able to combine the two is really nice. All right, guys, well, that should do it for this video. Let me know in the comments if you're going to be actually pulling for this event, if you're going to be saving for 2x. If you want more daily raid content, subscribe to the channel, like this video. Also, we got 2 videos right here, one right here, one right there. Be sure to watch those, like those videos too. And with that, I'm out.